Hey guys, it's Camus, and this is Chess Beauty 63. At the end of Chess Beauty 62, we left you with this position, and it's white to play and win. So have a go at it if you haven't already, and come back when you've solved it. Or not. Okay, I'm assuming you've taken a look at it, so let's talk about this position. Well, obviously, white is doing pretty good here. It's got an advanced pawn. He's got an extra pawn, although that pawn looks pretty weak, and he's got a bishop. Black does have a rook and the possibility of some annoying checks. Although white does seem to have a clear advantage, it's not quite so simple to find the win. Let's look at some obvious tries first of all. So the direct attempt to queen, e7, is met by rook to e1, king to d6, and now rook to takes e7, king takes e7. King to b6 is going to be a draw because white has an a pawn, a rook pawn, and the wrong colored bishop. If he had a white squared bishop, this would no doubt be a win. But since he can't control the queening square in the corner there, black can just simply stick his king there, and he can't be forced out of the corner without causing a stalemate. So that attempt doesn't work. Let's try another. Let's try king to e4. Now this threatens e7, and on rook to e1, of course, you'll just interpose the bishop, and that pawn is going to queen. However, after rook to h1, white plays bishop to e5 to prevent the rook from getting to h8. Black plays rook to h6, threatening the pawn, which white cannot afford to lose. King to d5, he takes it, and it's a draw for the same reasons as we stated before. Okay, so neither of those two tries work. The correct solution starts with bishop to e3 check. And this has a bit of a threat because he's blocking the check of the rook. So let's see what happens after king to b7, e7. Black can simply play rook takes a3. And now what does white do? Well, if he plays king to e4 to protect his bishop, then the black rook simply goes to a8, and when that pawn queens, he just takes it. And as we learned before, well, he just has to win the pawn. That's all he has to do to draw this game, because as you know, you cannot mate with king and bishop. So what does white do in this position? If you've gotten this far but didn't get any further, give it a shot now. The winning move is the surprising bishop to a7, and that's the star move of this particular study. This does two things. It's sort of, in a way, related to our Novotny theme because it is an interference tactic here. It denies access to the back rank, as well as denying black a check on e3. And so, naturally, if rook takes, then we just queen. And there's a theoretical win there. Not so easy, but it's a theoretical win. So after bishop to a7, if the king takes, then we get king to d4. That stops the rook from coming to e3. So he checks. What else does he have? King to d5, rook to a5, king to d6, rook to a6, king to d7, and it's over. King to b6, and he queens with the same theoretical win we had before. So none of these attempts by black after bishop to a7 come to anything. So he tries rook to a1, and the idea of this is to head to e1 to affect the skewer that we had before. And now another star move from white, king to f4. And the idea of this is that, say, after, well, so he plays rook to e1, then bishop to e3 is simply winning. So after king to f4, the best he has is rook to f1. And now another star move from our bishop. Bishop to f2. And here he's threatening king to e3, and the pawn will queen. So black has nothing better than rook takes f2. Now king to e3 is crowding the rook. Rook to f1. King to e2. It's totally hopeless. So white wins. Okay, this was a study by Mattison, Herman Mattison, from 1914. And as is my current practice, I like to include biographical information where biographical information is available. In the case of Mattison, interesting guy. He was born in 1894 in Latvia, Riga, and he died of tuberculosis at the tragically early age of 37 in 1932. It seems to me that if you value your health, you should probably not be a problem composer. It seems like all these guys that we look at meet some untimely demise. So my advice is to you is to not compose any problems. As well as being a composer who's actually a strong player, and unusually he started life off as a composer, and I guess as a result of the mental work he did composing chess problems, he became a very strong player. He won the first Latvian championship in 1924, and he beat out Colley and Oive in the first World Amateur Championship in Paris, and also in 1924. He played for Latvia on board one at the Prague Olympiad of 1931, where he beat Alekhine, who was currently the world champion. So he's certainly no pushover. He also had some celebrated wins over Colley, Marazzi, Rubinstein, and Vidmar. And now we're going to look ahead to our next position. This is also white to play and win. And you can see there's issues there with black having two dangerously close to queening black pawns. So give it a shot, and we'll see you on Chess Beauty 64. Thank you for watching.